Well, you got the fight you wanted with Junior Dos Santos. Give me an idea, kind of how excited you were when that matchup came together.
It was more like once I put that fake poster up, it was like everyone kind of thought it was real. So, and when it really happened, it was just like, oh, everyone really thought that it was already happening. But I'm pumped. I'm excited for another test. That's why I do this. I'm not in this to fight. No bombs or nothing. I want to test myself against the top guys.
You guys were supposed to fight in China, and I guess he didn't want to fight over there, and he ended up almost kind of talking trash a little bit online. I kind of wonder what you thought that was exchange like. It was a little bit out of character for him. He's usually just super nice guy.
Yeah, I don't think that was him. Maybe it's probably not myself as well, but I think yeah. So that's that media shit, So
you didn't put much stock in it then.
Nah, not really. I'm not really on Twitter that much.
Very funny.
I'm on Instagram.
All right, so now we know. Pay attention to the Instagram, not the Twitter.
Yeah, Instagram, don't think.
Very cool. Well, you do get to fight in Australia. I mean, they were talking about maybe for China, which I'm sure would have been cool, but now you get to be main event in Australia. Is that almost kind of like more special to you to have it there?
Well, I was gunning for Australia, but I think it was just the fight. If it was going to happen in China, it was going to happen in China. But of course, I said from the start, since I signed my contract, that I've always wanted to be on every show in Australia. I want to be one of the front runners for my country, and what better way to do it than headline at home?
It's an interesting balance, right? Because fighting at home, I'm sure it's more convenient. You don't have to travel. You get to lead your country, as you said. But I feel like to be a star, you kind of got to go fight overseas, right? You got to go to Vegas, maybe Madison Square Garden. That's not. How do you look at it? I mean, would you fight in Australia every time if they had you?
Hell yeah, it's home. We already stars, man. We don't need to go to America. We can do it at home.
Very cool. How are you going to prepare for this fight? I know you've been in Thailand recently with Mark, getting him ready for this fight. Is that something you'll continue, or will you train in Australia? What do you think?
Yes, I've been with Mark. I've still been. I've been a bit lenient, so I've been eating eating what I want and stuff like that. So, but I think that all stops this week. So, I think I'm going to go home for a few weeks and spend it with the missus and the kid, and then we're all going to head back over again. So I think Mark's going to come over, and we've got a few other boys. So we're gonna put in a big camp for this one, because I think this is going to be a massive fight for me.
Very cool. So the whole crew will kind of support you now.
Yeah, the whole crew. We're all gonna put in. This is my make it or break.
So it really feels like that. You feel like this is the moment. I mean, because to me it looks like it, right? I mean, you've had this hype around you. You've been this rising prospect, but you face a guy like Junior Dos Santos. That you kind of look at that as that's the real test.
Well, yeah, I think it is. And as we all know, it's eye for an eye. I'm trying to get one back for my team and for my boys. So
it's a little personal too.
And it's at home. I'm gonna come with some heat, and I ain't doing no 3 rounds or 5 rounds in there.
No, this is getting done quick.
Oh yeah. Well, one of us are going to get done quick.
What do you see in Junior Dos Santos? I mean, obviously a former champion, but he's getting up there a little bit. It's later in his career. What do you see in him when you break him down?
Well, it's Junior Dos Santos. He's been king of the world. He's been the baddest. He's the baddest man on the planet. And that's why I'm in this. That's why I fight. I can go to the pub and bash some bum. And what do I get out of that? I don't get anything out of that. I want to fight the baddest dudes. I want to be the baddest cunt in the world. One day. I want to be that guy. So to be the best, I got to beat the best. So that's how I think.
Where do you feel like you go with this? Because again, he is a name, man. There's not a lot of names ahead of him up at the top of the list. So where do you think this puts you with an impressive win?
7. I don't know. I don't look at it shit like that. It doesn't faze me. I'm in this to bang. I'm in this to fight. I'm in this to one day, be remembered as one of the baddest dudes. I don't really care about rankings or any shit like that. I'm just in this to have a dig. That's it.
Very nice. So on paper, this looks like it is going to be 2 dudes just going out there and throwing down and see who drops first. Is that the way you see it?
Well, I haven't seen him take anyone down for a long time, and I don't think I'm going to go be taking anyone down. So yeah, it's gonna be some good punch fights, that's for sure.
Very nice. I gotta ask you one question. The shoey thing has it been a blessing or a curse? Because people know you now, but I gotta think probably every time somebody sees you, they're like, we gotta do a shoey.
Yeah, sometimes it's a bit annoying. Like, fuck, you get asked like 7 o'clock in the morning, I'll do a shoey. Like, I'm not fucking partying, I'm having breakfast. You know what I mean? Let me eat my egg and bacon before I fucking do a shoey, you know? Like, wait till after, maybe.
So what's the proper shoey time? Is it gotta be at the club? Is it
It's gotta be somewhere, not at the cafe. You know what I mean? Like, it's gotta be at the club or just at the pub. But like I said, you know, I dig my grave and I gotta lay in it. So sometimes I gotta just pull the old shoe out and give it a crack.